Hi Eric, my name is David, and I'm posting this video response to your video. Um, I'm a wee bit confused, and maybe you could help me to understand. And I don't mean to make this sound like I'm bashing your belief at all, but it's really confusing for me. Maybe you could help me understand it. I have been an initiated priest of the Goddess and the God for 20 years now. And as a matter of fact, just recently I gained a third degree, as it's called, the high levels of Wicca practice. And we worship the Goddess and the God also, and we also use the Pentacle. Now, this is where I'm confused. You say that you use the four elements of earth, air, water, fire. But what's confusing to me is that the pentacle is made up of those four directions, plus the fifth element of spirit. Now, if you're going to use the four direction, it's almost automatic that I would think that you'd be using the pentacle. The pentacle is all part of the practice and the routine and the ritual, and it's not just all about a physical representation of it, you know, the circle with the neat little pictures on it. It's more than just that. The pentacle is what you envision when you're inside of your ritual space. It's what you use to communicate with the directions and ultimately with the goddess and the god. At least that's how I've been trained, and that's how I perceive that to be. And again, it just what's confusing to me is you know using the elements, but you don't include the fifth element of spirit, especially given that you call upon the spirits of the goddess and the god, and you look within you at your own spirit and you see the goddess and the god within. It's all together. I mean, you're leaving the circle incomplete, as it were, and which is another question I have about your ritual space. You know, do you use you use an altar? I would think you use an altar in your space. Use candles to represent the goddess and the god. It's just things that I, wanted to ask about your video, and I liked your presentation. You were concise in what you said, but again, it was just confusing to me because I've been initiated through Wicca, and that might be the difference. Maybe you see a difference there. You don't necessarily follow the Wiccan traditions, so you study maybe a certain aspect of the creator, and that's what you do, and that's what you're comfortable with. Personally, I just can't, in my training and experience, I can't leave those things out. They're all part and parcel of finding the goddess and the god within us. All these things, they've left all these things for us to use to see them, and I'm not saying all things. Maybe you can just pick out and use certain things, but I try to keep my mind open to always finding new tools that they've left us, new ways to see them when we look within. Now personally, in the way that I've been trained, experience, and I work inside of a circle of power, and all four elements are called, and the fifth element of spirit is in there. It's automatic. Maybe you could clear up that misunderstanding about how you say you don't use it, you don't incorporate it into your practice. I don't see how you could. So maybe you could break that down. Okay, Eric? Thank you very much for listening to my video, and I hope I didn't come off sounding too self-righteous about what I believe. I really am. I would really like to try to understand how you practice, without using the fifth element. That's the bottom. Okay? Thanks, Eric, and you take care. Blessed be. And Mary Part. Thank you.